Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here, former federal prosecutor, former Army JAG. I want to just do a quick video today about Attorney General Bill Barr, because we just learned that Bill Barr's Department of Justice delivered the unredacted Mueller report to Federal District Court Judge Reggie Walton at long last. Hopefully we are one step closer to seeing what's under all those black bars, all those redactions from the Mueller report. Let me tell you first a little bit about who Judge Reggie Walton is. He started out many years ago as a federal prosecutor in my former office, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Columbia. He was first appointed a judge by President Ronald Reagan in 1981, a judge of the Superior Court in the District of Columbia. 10 years later, in 1991, he was reappointed by George H.W. Bush. Then in 2001, he was first made a federal judge, this time by President George W. Bush. And a few years after that, he was designated as a FISA court judge by Chief Justice Roberts. And as of today, Judge Reggie Walton continues to serve as a federal district court judge right here in Washington, D.C. I handled cases in front of him when he was a Superior Court judge in the 90s, and let me tell you, I trust Judge Reggie Walton 1,000,000% to do the right thing by the American people. So how was it that Judge Walton came to order Bill Barr to turn over the unredacted Mueller report? Well, a FOIA suit was brought, Freedom of Information Act suit was brought by BuzzFeed and some other organizations trying to get at the unredacted Mueller report so the American people could see what in the world President Trump and others had been up to. And the Department of Justice resisted. Bill Barr said, hey, Judge Walton, take my word for it. All of those redactions, you don't need to see them. They were appropriately made. And Judge Reggie Walton, in a very lengthy opinion earlier this month, said, Attorney General Barr, I don't believe you. Those were some remarkable words coming from a federal district court judge about a sitting attorney general. And let's remember what Judge Reggie Walton said specifically about Bill Barr. Among other things, he said in his written order that Bill Barr dubiously handled the public release of the Mueller report. Dubiously handled the release of the Mueller report. He also said that Bill Barr attempted to spin the findings and conclusions of the Mueller report. Spin the findings and conclusions. He said Bill Barr's characterizations of the Mueller report had been contradicted directly by the Mueller report itself. Finally, he said that Bill Barr lacked candor. That is what a career judge, a former federal prosecutor, said about the Attorney General, Bill Barr. He lacked candor. So he ordered the Department of Justice and Bill Barr to turn over the unredacted Mueller report. So now the public is one step closer to seeing the entirety of the Mueller report. And you know, what we will hopefully get to see in this report is everything that the president did that led Bob Mueller to say, among other things, in Volume 2, that it certainly appears that Donald Trump obstructed justice over and over and over again. And that report, ladies and gentlemen, is essentially a blueprint. It's a blueprint for a prosecution of Donald Trump and others beginning in January 2021, when we have a law-abiding president in the White House and a law-enforcing Attorney General heading up the Department of Justice. And hopefully we have a commission that undertakes to investigate, and if the evidence supports it, prosecutes Donald Trump and everybody else who was culpably involved in Donald Trump's crimes over the past 3+ years. Please stay safe. Please stay coronavirus free. and I will see you all again soon. Thanks, folks.